What's going on, everybody? Eddie Dowd back again with Brian Sachs. I'm a Maryland real estate agent. He is a mortgage lender, and we come to you guys every single week with another tip on for real estate. Now, we've been saying for a while, submit your questions. We've had, some questions come in, and we answer the questions. Now, this week, between the last show that we did and this show, I received a question from a former client, and he sent me a video and said, "What do I think of this?" And there's a lot of people out there online giving advice. Some of them are giving great sound advice, and we like to think that we are those people. And there's other people out there not giving great advice. So we're gonna play the video that was sent to me, so that way you guys can see the information and then talk about, was it a good idea? Is this somebody that you should be listening to, or is this somebody that you should not be listening to and avoiding? And if there are any other things that you could do to get to the goal that this video set forth, what would they be? Brian, you there?
I'm here and I'm trying to find the video. Let's see where this video might be. Okay,
So
here we go.
Home equity
Brian,
line of credit for the equity that you have, and put that home equity line of credit in the first position if you can. Make your mortgage a home equity line of credit. And then every time you get paid, deposit your check into your mortgage balance, and then use the checkbook that comes with your home equity line of credit to pay your bills. You'll pay off your mortgage probably in 3 to 7 years if you do it that way. Like making the exact same amount of money you make right now, you'll pay off your mortgage in 3 to 7 years, 12 at the outside, instead of paying off your mortgage in 30 years. What would be better would be to get a home equity line of credit for the equity that you have, and put that home equity line of credit in the first position if you can. Make your
Horrible, 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 Eddie.
horrible advice.
Horrible. I've seen people. Let me ask you a simple question, Eddie. Would you take out a 12-year car loan?
No.
Would you take out a 10-year car loan?
No.
Okay. This advice is so bad for so many different reasons. And people who listen to it could wind up in foreclosure and losing their house. He's suggesting that you use the equity of your home as a checkbook. So let's say, Eddie, you took out a car loan, okay, and you use the equity in your house to take out that car loan, and it takes you 10 or 12 years to pay it back. Most people are not disciplined, and eating the equity of your home and having a mortgage. So now you got an equity line and a mortgage, and it's very, very easy to get yourself into trouble very, very, very quickly. Now, one of the things he said, which is extremely smart to do, is retire your mortgage early if you can. And here's what it boils down to, not to get too much in the weeds here, but if interest rates are, if you got a low interest rate of 2, 3, 4, or 5, and you can put your money in a conservative investment getting 6, 7, 8, or 10, do it. That's not bad, okay, as long as you're monitoring it. But in general, taking a home equity line of credit and using it like a checkbook at the grocery store, as he said, most people will wind up in serious financial trouble and they could lose their house. And what happens if we do have a correction in home prices and home prices drop? If home prices drop, those loans, those HELOCs and equity lines of credit get closed, and potentially you have to pay them back, which means you're in the jackpot, okay? You can't sell the house now because you owe more than the house is worth. You have to do a short sale, and that will destroy your credit. So what do you do? One of the things you could do, which is really very simple, is make one extra payment to your principal over the next, life of the loan. If you have like a $250,000 loan, and there are calculators online for this, if you have a $250,000 loan and you make one extra principal payment per year, you want to put it in a separate check and you want to earmark it towards principal only with your account number so you have a record of it, you'll knock about 5 or 7 years off the life of the loan. What else could you do? Well, if you're at a rate of 7, 8, 9%, whatever the case may be, you can always refinance. Maybe you refinance to a 15-year loan or a 20-year loan or a 25-year loan and keep your payment pretty comparable to what it was, but you save 5 years. So look at this. If your payment was $2,500 and you knocked 5 years, bless you, Eddie, off the life of the loan, 2,500 times 60 months. Are you sitting down, folks? If you knocked 5 years off of a $250,000 loan, your payment was $2,500, you would save $150,000. That's insane. Okay. So a lot of times when we're talking to people and they want to refinance, we often say to them, well, what if we could keep your payment exactly the same and save you $150,000? Would that be interesting? Yeah, that's how. We switch you from a 30 to a 25 or from a 25 to a 20. So folks, don't go out and get a home equity line and go shopping and pay your groceries and your gasoline with it. Yikes. His premise is good. Pay off your loan early, but I don't think that's the way to do it, Eddie.
Yeah. Yeah. And just knowing knowing human nature and, dealing with people that, we deal with people's finances and hear the stories of what people do. You got this free cash. That car's pretty shiny. That's the easy road for, everybody says that it wouldn't be them. Like, oh, if you put all this money in my hand, I'm not going to go do this or do that. Well,
yeah.
You very well may be.
Statistics prove you wrong.
Yeah.
And again, think about it. You wouldn't get a 12-year car loan, but if you have your equity line for 12 years, that's just what you did. So,
Yeah, I mean, I think that everybody can attest to this. Everybody's, maybe you've made wiser decisions since then, but I think that everybody's had a point in their life where, like, man, I had all this extra money to deal with, however long ago, and I should have been doing this and this with it, and you didn't do it. So, if you're doing it with a home equity line, there's a chance that you may fall into that. So it's
bad advice. How can they reach you, Eddie?
They can reach me at 410-588-6536. Yeah, we've been doing this, and we're so thankful to get questions, even if they're, even there's something like this. I think that it's awesome to engage and see what other people are saying out there. Hopefully, we are able to catch the people's information, catch the people's attention before they see this. So this is probably, I didn't look at the views or how much it's being viewed. But I'm sure if this person saw it, it's got a good bit of views.
Let's see. Oh no, it doesn't say.
Yeah, it doesn't say, but I'm sure it's
no,
on.
It does. It has 56,000 thumbs up, 531 comments, and 3.2 thousand shares. Yikes.
Yeah. So think about how many people are receiving that negative advice. That's all the more reason for you to hit the share button, because chances are one of those thousands of people is somebody that and you don't want to. I'm sure you don't want to be at the Christmas party and say, "Oh yeah, we saw this video of this guy, and we followed the advice, and now can we come live in your basement, or you got an extra spare bedroom because we're homeless and little Johnny doesn't have anywhere to sleep." So share the video. We're trying to do our best to educate everybody we can. We appreciate the questions coming in. bring them. If you see something else, send it to me, send it to Brian, post it even below and say, hey, what do you think of this? And we'll cover it in the next show. But, we're back again every week. If you got any questions, feel free to give us a call or shoot us a message. And guys, don't forget about the Home Funded. Start funding your home purchase there, just like a GoFundMe. We're going to match up to $2,000 and give you up to $2,000 as well on it. And it's just a great thing. So the link's always below. Fill that out if you're looking to buy a home here in the next year or so, or however long it'll be. Let's start getting the funds together for you. Brian, how can they reach you?
443-471-8557. And looking forward to more questions, and always look forward to speaking with you, Eddie.
Likewise. We'll talk to you guys soon. Have a great